All right, this should be the correct stream. All right, let's see if we can see where the fights are today. Sebastian, how you doing, my man? How are things going today? You good, my man? You good? Chilling at my grandma's girlfriend's grandma's house. Wake up. All right. No worries, my man. You don't go. You ain't gotta tell me to wake up, man. We're all wide awake at all times. You know what I mean? You're never gonna catch me sleeping, man. Yeah, man. That's the Italian flag, man. Just pretend it's the Italian flag. Think Israel's gonna destroy him? Yeah, I don't think Vettori's gonna do much, to be honest. He had a shot. I don't know. He's gotten better, but so has Israel. So I just hope that for Adesanya's sake, he should be able to get a finish over this guy. If he can't get a finish, then it's not gonna look good. He's gonna keep talking. He's gonna say that he won again. We can't have that. Um, I don't know, man. Adesanya right now, he doesn't seem like, I wouldn't count it out, but he's not a knockout fighter. But if Vettori keeps walking on these big shots, then he will get knocked out, I believe. I mean, he's at least gonna get dropped. I'll tell you that much. What's going on, Daniel? He's not undefeated. Well, he is still undefeated at middleweight, so I guess that's something. My main man, Daniel, man, the OG champ. The OG champ has returned. Guys, is this streaming 140p? What's going on, Malaysia? Okay, say he's not a knockout artist. He knocked out Robin. Yeah, but countering and dropping them is not the same as coming forward and blasting them with one touch. Guys, how's the quality of the stream? Because it says it's only in 144p. Oh, 720p. Okay. All right, that's good. How was Hakeem doing? I'm trying to pull it up on the TV. Mm, Adesanya, I mean, I feel like if he were to come back and fight like Jan Blachowicz again, I think he could try and win. I think he could win. It won't be easy, but I think he can do it, man. I think he can be champ. My man Angel, what's going on, man? It's okay. 480p for me. Yeah, you can put it in 720p. But my TV, I don't know. It says it doesn't load the channel, so I might have to log into Fight Pass, which I don't want to do right now. South Africa, how are you? This guy has got some ashy knees. I mean, I think it's gonna take like about 2 seconds before he gets taken down and smashed. Just how these things go, you know. No, Edwards will not stop. No, he won't stop him. He will not stop Nate Diaz, but he will beat him convincingly, I think. 5 rounds, zip him. Maybe like a 10-8 round in there. I really have zero hope in Nate Diaz in this fight. I'm surprised he even took this fight. It's very dangerous for him. Finally, he's got some connection again. Um, who is this fight now? No, this is an old fight. Israel has learned from the last fight. I bet he's a different fighter now. He won't be too different, man. I mean, he's not gonna be changing drastically at all. I mean, it's not like he couldn't beat him. You know, he was doing okay. Yeah, go again, bigger ring. I think he can do better. Well, I guess I'll have to go on Fight Pass then. Oh my God. I don't know. For some reason, the TV has got some bad connection today. How was the audio? You guys like the audio? How was the audio? You guys like the audio? It's a makeshift earpiece that I put on my vest. Yeah, we're gonna have to go on the phone. I think it's good for Australia and New Zealand to make it to the UFC. I think, I mean, do you mean like for them to go back into New Zealand or like what do you mean? Yeah, man, you gotta work smart these days, man. Not a lot of people want to work smart. They think it's all jokes, Ariel. You know what I mean? They think it's all sunshine and rainbow over there. But little do they know, it's not always that, man. I think Yuan Calderwood is gonna be an underdog champ. She will, nah. Calderwood is already like for like the last 4 years at least, she's been irrelevant. I mean, it's not hard for like the strawweight women's division to get a title shot, especially now that like Zhang Weili lost. But for like anybody else to come up and beat her for that spot of fighting for the title, it's gonna take a while. And I don't think like Calderwood is that fighter. Do you see any way Nate Diaz can win? No. But if somebody else does, put it in the comments. Let's see it. I want to see it. Like, I don't want to like say, oh, Nate Diaz, he's gonna get 5 zipped with pleasure. I want to see him do good as well, but it's just he's not gonna beat Leon, dude. Leon is in his prime, and I don't think he's ready. I don't think he will ever be ready. Prime for prime, Leon will beat him any day. But I think. All right. I had to log into my bypass. Okay. All right. So far we have Avluev versus Dawood. Dawu. Hakeem Dawu. Nate wins with a chest bump. Hey, that's what's up. Kinda got a that beat. Ain't nobody talking about that. Oh my god, Nate, man. He's one of a kind, man. What can I say? It's literally incredible. You look up a song that is free to use or like a buffer for the stream, right? Before you switch a scene. And the song that is claimed to be free for profit is not free for profit, and I think it's still running in the back. Let me close it off. All right, guys. Guys, we have 150 people watching, and only 15 likes. That's embarrassing. We don't do those numbers. We do big numbers only. So let's get those numbers up for the champ, and let's carry on. All right, Zalim. Oh, the jab rocked him. That's the. No, he didn't rock him. He just kind of like lost his footing a little bit. Oh, he got clipped. Evloev is really getting. Oh, every time he comes in, he's getting clipped. Dawu was very sharp. He fought Zubaira, and in the first round, Zubaira was doing really good. Zubaira is very quick. He was out tapping him, moving him, but all those fast twitch muscle fibers, bro, they kind of gassed him out a little bit. And in the second and third round, Dawu kind of just like outdid him a little bit, with the kicks and his long reach. He kept him at bay a little bit, and he kept the efficiency of Zubaira at a very minimum. And he just carried on scoring the points, and it was a 2-1 decision victory, I believe, for Dawu. And so far, it looks like, Dawu is doing good against Evlov as well. Granted, I only tuned into the last round, and right now he's got the back of Dawu. He's trying to, drive him to the ground, but it's not effective. Dawu is defending accordingly, and I don't think that, this can be considered success by any stretch of the imagination. He got the back, but still. I gotta say, Evloev is one shredded guy, man. He's very, his muscle insertions look very aesthetically pleasing. And, don't take that the wrong way. We don't mean it in, in that way. All right. What do you guys think? Marvin Vettori will win the fight? I don't know. I have no hope for Marvin. Okay, I wouldn't say hope. There's always hope. I have no expectations of him winning the fight. I should put it that way. I have no expectations of him winning the fight. I have no expectations for Nate Diaz to win, but also no hope for him to win. So yeah. When is the fight? Try asking Google, man. But it's probably going to be roughly 4 hours. Like the fight that you want to see is going to be in 4 hours, more or less. Yeah, 4 hours. You can always check Google. They always have, if you type in UFC 263, you're going to see the time zones according to you. Right now, we're in the prelim, I think. We're in the prelim. The early prelim, I believe, just passed. and this is the first fight of the regular prelim. I mean, I believe we got 5 fights in the prelim, so that's about 2 hours. So when that is when that is over and done with, we start with the main card. I'm not sure what the opener of the main card is. What's the opener of the main card, guys? The opener of the main card is Paul Craig versus Jamal Hill. That's the first time I ever saw the name Jamal being spelled that way. Paul Craig, Jamal Hill. Paul Craig, Jamal Hill. Damian Maia, Bilal Muhammad. I mean, that's a decision fight if there's ever been a decision fight. You can close your eyes and you can already know that's a decision fight. Paul Craig, Jamal. I don't know. I've seen Paul Craig fight. He's not really that much of a finisher. Jamal Hill, I've never seen him fight. I don't know what his knockout percentage is. But looking at his body type, it doesn't look like he's a big hitter. But let's see. It is light heavyweight division, so you got to be able to put somebody out. Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz. That's going to be a decision fight, unless Leon is able to submit Nate Diaz. But I think that is a more hard way to attain a victory over, for example, Leon Edwards simply going in there and tapping him up for 5 rounds straight on the outside. Davison Figueiredo, Brennan Moreno. I believe Davison Figueiredo will knock him out this time. And Israel Adesanya, Marvin Vettori. I believe Adesanya will win. I can't say what way, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if he TKOs him. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks him out. But I believe it's a safe bet to say that it will most likely be a decision. Most likely. Hello, Keenan. Do you notice Marvin's mouth is getting dry during the verbal sparring with Israel Adesanya? Also, his voice broke, sounded really mad, or acted. I believe Marvin Vettori is a little emotional. Very, very emotional, especially against Adesanya. Yeah. So. Happy Saturday, Keenan. Christian, my man. Proper suit for a great night of fights. A proper suit for a proper night. Let me get my. Test. Can you guys hear me? Diaz looks small compared to Edwards, to be honest. Yeah, the reason why Diaz looks small is a lot of people forget that Diaz is a former lightweight fighter, right? He came up from lightweight. He's a big lightweight fighter, quote unquote, but you're a small. If you're a big lightweight fighter, you're a small welterweight. That's what it is. Diaz got ragdoll by Rory and Kim back in the day. Kim. Who's Kim? And what time will the fight start? In the 4 hours from now, the main event will take place. Guys, with the jacket or without the jacket? I think without the jacket. I think without the jacket. It's a little bit more casual without the jacket. Looking like DC over here. Dong Young Kim. Oh, okay. Dong Young Kim. Isn't that the fighter that got knocked out by Tyron Woodley like in China? Without getting down to biz. My man James, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm Irish, Mo. All right, Calvin Wood is walking out right now. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware that Nate Diaz fought Dong Young Kim. Can't wait to watch Brad the Quake Riddell's fight. He is sleeping. He's a sleeping beast. Brad Riddell. Who is that? He's definitely on the prelim. Brad Riddell versus Drew Dober. Drew Dober recently just lost to Islam Makhachev. Brad Riddell. I believe that he cannot get another shot at being legit if he loses another fight. You don't know Brad Riddell. I don't know him, but we're gonna know him today. Fights out of that guy. Okay. No, is that the one teammate that fought like in his last fight fought somebody and he face planted them? Is that the fighter? That's my home. Ballsbridge home. Ballsbridge area. Come on, man. You know these. Guys, let's get some likes in the chat, all right? I think we have about 100 people watching right now. Only a 35 like ratio. I mean, come on. I know that the Prodigy Nation of Keating K is a little bit more energetic than that, and we can bump those numbers up a little bit more. Khan has left Dubai. I think he's left it for like 5-6 days now. Now he's in California, and he will finish his remaining weeks in Vegas most likely. Do you think that this is good for him to experience no looks wherever he goes? I mean, since he controls his training camp, I can't really say that he's gonna bring in like anybody like randomly new. If he does, that's good. If he doesn't, it's not a big deal. But I think he's at like that training facility that he used going into the Nate Diaz 2 rematch. I think that's the one, right? I'm not sure though. It looked like that facility. Oh, who's fighting? Calderwood is fighting. I know this lady. What's her name? Oh, yeah, I mean, clearly I don't know her if I don't know her name, but I mean, she's familiar. She seems familiar to me. Is that a link? No, it's not a link. We don't provide links. Oh man, we don't. Hey guys. All right, I gotta know these things. We're gonna do a little vote in the chat since YouTube took away that ability to vote properly. We're gonna have to do it manually. If you believe that Israel Adesanya will win, type 1 in chat. If you think Marvin Vettori will win, type 2 in chat. Daniel, do you really think Marvin Vettori will win? Easy second roundhouse kick to the head. I wouldn't count that out, Trap. That's I wouldn't count that out. Because if you take a look back at the like in the first fight, both of them landed good kicks. Adesanya he went to the head very very well. He didn't like really stagger or anything, but just like the presence of that kick alone is, I believe, enough for something to happen in the rematch. He knocked out. I mean, he didn't really knock him out. He didn't knock him out with the kick, but he was able to tag Paulo Costa very nicely with a big head kick. And I think something along those lines will probably happen again in this fight. I can't say that it'll be worse or as good, but I think that kick will land, and I believe it'll carry some devastation with it. He can win. Of course, he can win. The likelihood of him actually winning, though, that's where the real question lies. It's a very unlikely chance of him actually winning, personally speaking. Now I say that, but let's break it down. I made a video talking about the fight. If you haven't watched it, a quick synopsis can never hurt anybody. Synopsis, recap, or maybe sit down. I don't know. Quick recap of the video. So I think the main key points of what I talked about were that in the first fight, for example, in the third round, it only really took about 2 rounds for Marvin Vettori to really establish setting up a reaction out of Israel Adesanya to then devil change and then shoot him for a takedown. Now, the takedowns that he shot him for were obviously close to the cage, preferably. That'll do him the most favor this time around. But he was able to, for example, bait out a reaction out of Adesanya where he kind of had him stand still, plant his feet. And as soon as Adesanya planted his feet, his hips were stationary, and he would try to, for example, roll away and then come back with a left hook. And he shot him for a takedown, connected his legs, dragged him down, switched him around, and put him on his back. But aside from that one takedown that I can only recall right now, he also was able to clinch him very well, and he was overpowering him in the clinch. Now, Adesanya, he always gets overpowered in the clinch, but when you take a look at the body type of Marvin Vettori, he's one of those guys that are like muscular and big and strong. So Adesanya is he's automatically going to lose the clinch in terms of strength. It doesn't mean that he's going to get taken on in the clinch, but it'll just mean that Marvin Vettori is going to have the advantage in that. So I think he should utilize that a lot more this time around. In the first fight, he was a lot more passive. He was able to he wasn't able to, but he preferred to stay on the outside a little bit, and he tried to play this like punch picking with Adesanya, and he got picked apart, unfortunately for him. That being said, I believe that this time around, Marvin Vettori will come forward a little bit more, but I mean, just because he comes forward doesn't immediately mean that he's going to have like a way better fight. If he comes forward all the time, that'll mean just that Adesanya is going to have more openings from the counter. He's going to have more like power in his shots because Marvin will walk into the shot, and double collision will cause more impacts. He tried to chase down Adesanya in the first fight. It didn't happen. Adesanya's got good movement. So we'll see. But I think this time around, he'll be a little bit more committed. He's more experienced. And I think he should have a little bit more control time in the clinch. But overall, if Marvin's going to win, I can't really say that it'll be convincing, honestly. I just can't say that. I just can't say that. But we'll see. Right? We'll see. I think Adesanya will win on points pretty convincingly. Paulo is the Oscar Bonavena of MMA. Oscar Bonavena. Who is that? Is that the guy with the Colombia flag on his chest? I don't think I know the fight that you're talking about. I want Adesanya versus Marvin 5 full rounds, and I want Marvin to be champion. Damn. Okay, Oscar. Okay, I know him. Yeah. But that's a strange comparison, man. Like, where did you whip that out? that's like going back years. Yeah, Oscar Manuel. I know. He fought him when he came back from his break. Right? And I think he wore red shorts when he fought him. I believe that was the fight. Yeah. All right. Calderwood is fighting Murphy right now. Yeah, that was the name, Murphy. Well, Calderwood, I mean, she's an OG, but can't say more about her than that, really, honestly. They're putting some good work in the clinch, elbows here and there, but it's hard, man. It's hard for most of the time low level MMA fighters to knock each other out because they don't it just seems to me that they don't possess the skills to finish somebody. They just have the skills to survive, and when two fighters that only survive go in there and fight each other, it's just always a decision fight. When Israel Adesanya called out Marvin Sloth from Goonies, that was funny. Man, all I gotta say is that Marvin, he suffered. He suffered in this fight. I mean, like verbally, he suffered going into this fight, man. Poor guy. Oh, she almost caught that big spinning elbow. That would have been good. Murphy gets the back to the fence, and it is the end of the round. I think Israel Adesanya is mad because he's still irritated because of his loss to Jan Blachowicz. I think he's over that loss, to be honest. I think he already forgot about that, to be honest. But no, I don't think he's irritated. I think he's just irritated by the fact that like he sees like Marvin Vettori like smirking and smiling about the first fight, like he actually did something. You know what I mean? Like I think Marvin Vettori's disillusion kind of like annoys him because like in my opinion he like Adesanya thinks that Marvin is not being honest with himself, and I also believe that like Marvin is not like he shouldn't have really gotten this title shot, to be honest. The only reason why they gave Marvin the title shot is because like Robert Whittaker got completely destroyed by Adesanya, and it's a little bit too early for them to rematch right away because how are you going to sell that pay per view? You can't sell that pay per view because I mean the guy who got completely shattered, you're going to give him like an immediate rematch. Why? It's kind of like putting Joseph Benavidez up against Figueiredo again. Nobody wants to see that. Marvin wore his pants backwards, yeah. How do you do that, bro? Like, and they just let him, bro. They just let him as well. Like, they just sat there and was like, "Oh, beautiful Marvin, fists up, Marvin." Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the ones who were like taking the pictures, they didn't even know better, or they just didn't want to tell him. Either way, he got done dirty. Logan Paul, Mike Tyson. Who you got? Logan Paul knocks out Mike Tyson. Easy work. Light work. Easy bag. Perhaps it's an Italian thing. Wearing everything backwards? Nah. But like I'll cut him some slack. The shorts, they look very like symmetrical. The front side and the back side, they look symmetrical. So I'll cut him some slack because what else can you say about the guy? The Italian job part two. Let's see it, man. Let's see it. I mean, all that trash talk, all that like toxic interaction. It has to come to a good end, I believe. And by good end, I mean knockout. I mean devastation. Hasbulla wants to fight the Notorious. Hasbulla is just like bullying at this point, bro. Like he's like bullying everybody, bro. Like he already embarrassed Abdurazik. He already slapped up Tamayev. And now he's going after like Connor, bro. Like he's a bully, bro. Like there's something not correct in the mind of Hasbulla, bro. And like he's getting paid millions to do so as well. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna go in there and knock Connor out, bro. And then what? Like we already know that you're gonna do that. Just like let Connor be. Just leave him alone. X gonna give it to you. Rip DMX, man. Murphy's got the back of Calderwood. One hook in. Just trying to advance position. It's gonna stay there for a while. It looks like. Really not looking forward to seeing Nate Diaz get picked apart tonight. Dude's a soldier. He's a soldier. Nate Diaz is so random, bro. Like all of a sudden he comes back, right? Like fights. I mean, it's like schedules himself to fight Dustin. The fight didn't happen, but like the fact that that fight was going to take place, it was pretty random as well. And then like he disappears for another year, comes back and fights Anthony Pettis, and then he fights Jorge Masvidal. Like damn, like you would expect him then to like go into another like 2 year like retirement essentially, and now he's back fighting Leon Edwards. Like I mean, he's a fighter, man. What can you say? He's got to make some money too. Guys, can we get some likes in chat? We are literally 1 like removed from 60 likes, and then we are 10 removed from 70. And from 70, we are then removed 30 from 100. So I think we can get those likes up, man. Come on, people. Hasbullah's coach is next. Is the next Khabib guy, right? Hasbullah's coach. No. Not. No. It's not Shemaev. No. Diego, my man. Diego Brandao. Gun to head. Who has a better right hand, Hasbullah or Wilder? It's a tough one, man. Because like you would think like Deontay Wilder would like hit a lot harder. But like even though he has like 40 knockouts, Hasbullah has 42. You know what I mean? And even though they both like one touch knocked out everybody, it's hard to go against Hasbullah at this time. You know what I mean? He's like in his prime. You know, he just came off a dominant victory over Abdurazik. You know, knocked him out in like a few seconds, one touch, one KO. And like Wilder is like he had 2 terrible performances against Wilder, so I'll have to go with Hasbullah on this one. 10-8 Murphy, 19-18 Murphy. Yeah, I mean this is one of those fights. What can I say? Just a decision fight. You know, I don't know. What's the likely like? What's the average finish rate for MMA? I mean, for UFC fights specifically in the last 5 years or the last 3 years. For real, I thought that was Connor that was talking. Connor? When did I do the Connor voice? I mean, like I already like, you know what I mean? Like I don't even think of it, and you know it just comes out. You know what I mean? It's a very good feeling, Ariel. You know what I mean? Like you guys were like talking about like I saw like this one guy said, "Wow, that Connor voice goes hard," and I was like, "What? Like when did I do it?" Like because I don't know, like I didn't consciously do it, so I must have done it like just boom. You talk like a billionaire, Keenan. You know, talk yourself to it. You know what I mean? Talk yourself into it. You know, we'll not. I mean, I'm not a billionaire just yet. You know, I gotta add a few more M's to my bank account, and we'll cross over that line of a billionaire. So, you know, life is good right now. What can I say? Don't help me become a billionaire by sending a donation via the super chat system. May the best man win. Good luck to both of them, but I'll take Adesanya over Marvin Vettori. Yeah, I mean, you're not. I mean, you wouldn't be mistaken, Samuel. You wouldn't be mistaken in saying that. I was gonna say, Samuel, you're not as dumb as you look, but I was like, let me hold back on the insult. I was like, poor Samuel, like he didn't even do anything. Like he comes into the stream, he's like already like getting roasted. You know what I mean? Like, hi, I'm from Italy. I'm supporting Marvin, but I'm afraid. I hope that it will be at least a fight that is similar to the Gastelum one. I think it's important for Marvin's career. Yeah, I mean, when you get a title shot, you don't want to get embarrassed. You know, you want to put up a good fight, but at the end of the day, when you lose, you lose. You know what I mean? Yet, like, you have a chance to be the champion, then you lose that shot. Whether you were in a competitive fight or not, what you do afterwards is important. And let's just say he has a good like career after losing to Adesanya. I mean, he's gonna have to. Let's just say even if he beats everybody after losing to Adesanya, he gets a rematch against Adesanya and he loses again. It's just gonna be like Junior Dos Santos and Cain Velasquez, you know. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I mean, I wouldn't say okay. Let me put it this way to you guys. What if you were a fighter, right, and you were the second best? Like you beat everybody else but the number one guy. Like, would you consider like stop fighting? And I'm not talking about the financial part. Just like the competitive part, you know, like the legacy part. Would you stop fighting like after losing to him like twice? Like you're not gonna move up and fight the bigger guys. You're not gonna do, you know, you're not gonna go down a weight and cut 10 pounds and you know almost starve yourself. You're not gonna do that either. So, like when you're like the second best, and you've already lost twice convincingly to the best, like, does that kind of like dim your uh fire? Like, would you be like, man, what can I say? I'm the second best, and then just leave it at that? Or would you just keep going at it over and over again and just keep getting embarrassed? What would you guys do? Because, like, I believe, like, even though Robert Whitaker is very good and all, he's gonna get a rematch, and I think he will lose again. But obviously, this is fighting, and this is like a way for them to make money. So, keep fighting as long as you like. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of like just like the legacy and the competitive nature in you. I'm at the events. Yo, Sal, how you doing, man? You should send me a picture, bro. Itty bitty, itty bitty, titty committee. Nah, you're not that fight. Come on, man. You trolling me, mate. You're come on, man. Sal, come on, man. Time of the fight, 120. Front row or nothing, 1G. I mean, I wouldn't go to an event, to be honest. It's just, you know, why would I go and, lose money on a pay-per-view or like a fighting event when I can stay at home and make money on it, you know what I mean? It's a better investment of your time, I would say. And perhaps you're like, man, I've had enough, you know what I mean? It's time to like enjoy myself and then go out and do it, but I don't know. Like the fights that you would then go out for to watch in person, they wouldn't be like big enough anyway, like or like worth watching. So you might as well just watch it on like on replay or something else. The difference between the females and the males is massive in my opinion. Yeah, it's skill wise, big big skill gap, and in terms of power, big difference in power. Yeah, it's it's what it is. It's not impressive for the most part, obviously watching Val. I mean, like I say this, but for the most part, the same rule applies for the men's division as well. Like the low ranked fighters, like I said, they know how to survive and like fight very like meta, like very default. And they're not like big finishers. So like when two like survival guys fight each other, they just automatically go to a decision. Like Bilal Muhammad is one of those guys, and like Damian Maia is also one of those guys. So when these guys are gonna fight, it's gonna be a decision fight. So you might as well just go ahead and take a half an hour break. Like when Bilal Muhammad and Damian Maia start fighting, just take a break. Go make some food. Rational mind, my man. I appreciate it, James. Ali dresses like a pillowcase. Yeah, I've seen it, Red. You don't have to repeat it. The different. They said in the comments somewhere else, if Marvin loses by decision again, he'll be screaming back to. He's some guy, man, Marvin. He's some guy. Can Bilal hold off Damian Maia? I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna like give you an analysis on that. I don't know. They're gonna tie up. They're gonna like be on the fence. They're gonna stare at each other. It's not gonna be an entertaining fight. Moreno with the upset. No, I think Moreno's gonna get like knocked out cold. That's what I think. Like actually, like boom, flat. Marvin is a brawler. He might run into one of Adesanya's counters. That guy Adesanya is extremely cunning. Wish Vettori all the best. Yeah, indeed. He's very elusive, very sharp. Yeah. If Adesanya is gonna like finish or drop him, it's gonna be like with him walking in. Leon or Nate? Who do you guys pick? Leon Edwards or Nate Diaz? Type 1 for Leon Edwards, type 2 for Nate Diaz. Dennis. He's like the only guy that said Diaz. Hollow. I mean, this is like, what's crazy? Like, even though like maybe my viewers are a little bit more smart than like somebody else's, but I've seen like a lot of polls, and like they have like Nate Diaz winning like 60%, 70%, 80%. I'm like, how? You know what I mean? How? If the question was who do you want to see win, then it's a different question. But when the question is who do you think will win, I think you got to be a little bit more honest. Either that is their honesty and they just don't know any better, but I don't know. If according to those polls, Nate Diaz is like a big favorite, I think it should be easy money for for Leon, like put a bet in and make some money, I guess. Higher Brad. I see polls and I see them Leon 95 most of the time. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm seeing bullshit polls. Maybe I'm seeing bullshit guy. Maybe. Nate Diaz 50,000 punches in his life. Is that an actual statistic? Because I don't think that's true. Love Kini KTV. Chaya Buthelezi. Appreciate it. How violent would Jan versus Davison be? Very wild and very dominant and violent. That's a good fight. But Jan would win. Just the power of size and power, bro. They really matter. Like people always talk about skill and technique. They love to do like these highlight reels of like somebody slipping a punch and this and that. But like, bro, it can be the most technical guy there is, and then like if Francis Ngannou walks into the door and then boom, he just touches you and then you're out. Your page has some of the best martial arts analysis on YouTube. I appreciate it, Chris. Even though like for the most part, I only focus on the higher level of MMA. Sometimes like people ask me, "Oh, what do you think about this guy or that guy?" And like, he's like a prospect or like a fighter in the UFC, and I hate to say that I hate to say that I don't care about the guy to give an analysis. I just hate to say that because I just don't care. But it doesn't mean that I don't care about the art of fighting. It's just for that particular fighter, I don't like it. And like sometimes I get like these questions of like, oh, I should do a video on this guy or that guy, but they're not worth making a video on. Yeah, about the pay-per-view, yeah. It's on the TV right now. Vittori's he's not gonna retire, bro. Oh, Nate Diaz is walking in. That's the Philip. 2-1 now, motherfucker. Whoa! Damn, that's a packed arena, man. That's good to see. Yeah, Red Pepper. The first joke was funny, bro. Make another stupid comment like that, I'm gonna ban you, bro. Right now, I'm gonna put you in timeout, but don't go out of pocket. Don't cross the line. You don't gotta go all the way all that way. Nate walking into the cage with a J in his mouth, bro. Nate is a crazy guy, man. Bro, haven't you seen my comments to talk about Adesanya all the way? I mean, I just see your comments now. Kadir, ooh, the OG. Where have you been, my man? I know you deleted your Discord, man. That's unfortunate, man. Adesanya is about to whoop ass. What's up, Keenan, my boy? What's up, Kadir, my man? Keenan's been him already. Yeah, I'll put him in timeout. Don't worry, Diego. Don't worry, Diego. Good man, good man. Adesanya is the real deal, 100%. I mean, dude, he's a champ, but like you don't gotta say that he's the real deal. He's objectively the real deal. He's the best at middleweight. What do you think of me going into fighting because I'm interested? I know you're not a professional, but just give me advice. What advice could I give you? Promote yourself, man. Promote yourself. Make drama when you're going into a fight. Make trash talk. Make it a big show, you know, make it matter. You know, nobody cares about fighting just because it's fighting. You know, they care about fighting because this or that. So make it a big show always. And you know, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm just assuming this, but like, don't be like too eager to get into the UFC because most of the time it's not really worth it when you're not like the elite or the best ever. You know, I'm not saying that you can't be the best, but you know, being the best is literally like a 0.5, 0.2% of like the entire like roster. You know what I mean? So you're better off maybe going somewhere else and having like people, you know, be at your skill level and have a big drama shot at that. You know, people always like a drama. You know, tonight we have TikTokers versus YouTubers fighting. You know, and these guys can't throw a punch and save their life, but you know they're over there right now having over 2 million live viewers on YouTube alone. So it's all about promotion and name value. You know, fighting is not fighting because it's fighting. Fighting is professional fighting because it's a show business. You know, that's what it is. Yeah, compelling storyline. People gotta buy. Literally, they gotta buy into you. Like you think this pay per view is for free? You think like the UFC set up? You know this. I don't know what arena it is, but let's just say it's T-Mobile Arena. Like, do you think the UFC set up the T-Mobile Arena for a random fighter with no name and no following and no anything, no fame, just for him? You know, for all Dana cares, you can fight in the Apex Center. You know, he doesn't care. You gotta sell tickets and put people out. That's what it is. Sell tickets and put people out. That's what it is. Yeah, like I'm seeing your comments, guys. It's not like I'm like XQC over here with like 100,000 people live watching. You know. Yo, what up? Give me a shout out, Jim. What's going on, JM? How are you doing? Shemaev Usman, who wins? I want to know what you guys think. Type 1 for Shemaev, type 2 for Usman. Interview the drunk Irish fans after T-Bone Ballerina, bro. I don't know, man. That won't be. I don't know. Irish citizenship for you, Keenan, when you shake Connor's hand in real life already. 2-2-2-2-2-2. Yeah, I can't say Shemaev can beat him right now. Keenan, send your discriminating, bro. Bro, join my Discord and then DM me. All right. The link is pinned. Check the comments. It's here. Look, it's here. Or here if you're on mobile. We're just going to ask about your thoughts on him. Shemaev. I mean, he's very good. He's like probably like an 8 out of 10 fighter. Probably. You know, the way he dominate like low rank MMA like UFC fighters, you know, you have to be some type of fighter, you know. You just can't be anybody. You can't be like I said, if there are 100 people in one like division, only 10 of them actually matter and only 5 of them are actually any good. So for him to come into the UFC and like whoop, literally whoop, like the entry level fighter that like entry level fighters that he's facing, that are like automatically catapults him in like the top 10 in my opinion. You know, Bilal Muhammad, let's forget about him. Damian might forget about him. You know, skill wise, they may be on par, but I don't care because they're old news. They had their shot and they failed. You know, you cannot resell a broken like item. You know what I mean? When you go into a fight and you get completely shattered, completely whooped, and it's literally your only shot to ever like be important, and you get completely crushed, like why would anybody care about you again? You know, it's hard. Not to say that you can't come back and rebuild, but you know how many fighters actually do that? Yeah. Connor with Malshamayev. I mean, guys, weight classes matter for a reason, and like let's not associate Connor's name with Shemaev. It's literally pointless. It only helps Shemaev, you know. It wouldn't help Connor. Like even if he beats Shemaev, let's just say Connor goes in and beats Shemaev, he knocks him out cold. They're gonna say, well, you just knocked out an overhyped like welterweight fighter, middleweight fighter. Yeah, it's impressive that you knocked him out, but because he's big, but he's a nobody, that's what they would say. And then if like Conor loses to Chimaev, like they wouldn't even care if like if Conor was 2 divisions lower than him, they don't care. At the end of the day, it's he got knocked out. It's kind of like saying Ben Askren, yeah, he got knocked out by Jake Paul in boxing, but if it was MMA, but nobody cares. You know what I mean? Like you think like you think opportunities are like that generous? No, no. Because like I saw like the like Jake Paul's vlog the other day. Like Ben Askren said, I would literally do a homicide on you if I won, and then like he cuts into like him like dropping him. Like, yeah, probably in a free fight, in an MMA fight, where like where you can do a little bit more than just punching. Ben Askren would completely whoop him, sure, but who cares? Like you had like it's just nobody cares, like just the same way that nobody cared that like Floyd Mayweather like beat Conor McGregor in boxing. Like, at the end of the day, man to man, you lost in this particular area, and that's it. You're not gonna get a rematch. That's it. Unfortunately, what can I say? But if you sign up for something, you gotta do it. I'll be honest, Keenan. I think Dustin will beat Conor again. We'll see. Who would the UFC consider the most marketable fighter, Francis or Derek? Derek is like a Derek is not a superstar, but he's a fan favorite. He's not a superstar, but he's a fan favorite. And Ngannou is a superstar. He is literally like top tier fighter. You know what I mean? In my opinion, like Francis Ngannou is the goat. You know what I mean? I don't care like title defense, blah blah. No, when you knock out like when you knock out Stipe Miocic in that matter, and you've knocked out everybody else since besides Derrick Lewis, you're the GOAT, bro. Like, you beat Kane, you beat JDS, you beat Stipe. Like, these are like the 3 top heavyweights of all time in the UFC. And you completely just like one touch KO'd them. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do with that? Yeah, you can say they were all blah blah blah, but even if they were in their prime, like, would it really be different? Do you say Nate being champ someday? No, never. What a fighter though. Yeah, he's a good scrapper. I'll give him that. He's a good scrapper. Who is the best MMA wrestler? Habib. John Jones would get passing on. Let's be real. I wouldn't be too sure of that, man. Guys, we are literally 4 viewers removed from 80 likes. I think we can do it, guys. Bump those numbers up. Drop a like on the stream, and let's get those numbers up a little bit. Kobe Covington gets the next title shot. Yeah, Dana White said it, I believe. I think Dana said it. No, I think Dana said it, but I mean, what I'm referring to is Robert Whittaker getting a title shot because Dana said, yeah, he's next 100% if Adesanya wins. I've never seen a Kimura from top succeed. I mean, as like the minimum like skill level, like the basic, like the fundamental skill level like keeps rising. It's just harder for people to get submitted, especially like in joint locks, especially. I love Shemaev 170. I think I think 170 is his division. Demetrius Johnson make those guys look easy. They were a very good fight. But yeah, but DJ was like in a very like shallow division, man. It was yeah. Kamaru is in Nigeria right now. That's pretty cool. Mine says Figueiredo, Heart says Morena. What do you think? I think mine and Heart says Figueiredo by knockout. I don't know. When I watched the first fight between Moreno and Figueiredo, I felt like Figueiredo made it hard on himself. I think he could have had an easier fight. I think he could have not engaged as much and scored easier points, landing cleaner shots, and just do cleaner work. He didn't, but I'm assuming he would this time around. I meant the Kimura technique. It never works, right? I mean, Kimura. I mean, the Kimura from top. I mean, Frank Mir did it. Um, I can't. I mean, I can't really recall the last Kimura that I saw. It's a rare submission. Not to mention the Americana, the other way. The only time I've ever seen like anybody pull it off was John Jones on Vitor Belfort. Yeah, the Americana is like this, and I'm twisting it that way, and then the Kimura is like behind the back. Izzy is about to destroy Marvin. Yeah. Do you see Dominic Cruz being champion? Dominic Cruz is damaged goods. He's over and done with. I'm I'm rather I'm rather very stern with how I'm like addressing fighters. You know what I mean? you know, I just want to be honest with you guys, man. I just want to be honest. Like Dominic Cruz, he's over and done with. You know, he's old news. He's not going to do anything. Um, yeah. What can I say? He thrives with fans. All right, we have Anders versus Stewart, round two. Anders coming forward, trying to land a big left hook. He dips down low, pushes forward, engages in a clinch, and ties up Stewart up against the fence. He presses him a little bit, but I believe this will also be a decision fight. Let's see how the TikTokers are doing. I like honesty. Yeah, I mean, because like I don't want to like say something like this guy's a has been or he's washed up. It's just it doesn't make me feel good, but I don't want to lie to you guys. That's just what I think. I mean, I'm not gonna say Dominic Cruz or he's gonna be champion again. Alistair is now in Glory Kickboxing. Your thoughts? Alistair over Reem, unless they allow him to take supplements that make him gain muscle mass and gain weight and get stronger physically. He will do good in the Glory. But Alistair, even if he gets bigger, his chin is cracked. He's very deteriorated. The guy has been fighting since he was 17 years old, 17 years of age. I think he started fighting in the early 2000s when he was just like a little kid in Pride FC. I mean, he's gotten knocked out so many times. Like he gets touched and like he starts wobbling and it's just his chin is cracked. His chin is very deteriorated. And like going into kickboxing, these guys they're gonna hit him more into the face. Will he be able to withstand it? I don't know. Because the level currently in the Glory Kickboxing heavyweight division is not that high. Heavyweight kickboxing right now is very, very shallow. Other than like Badr Hari and like Rico Verhoeven and Jamal Ben Sadiq, perhaps if we want to include him, like it's very, very shallow. Yeah, like Badr Hari lost his last fight, but he really shouldn't have lost that fight. He was really up on the scorecards. He got dropped 2 times, and then he quit. Badr Hari quit in that fight. He's a prone quitter. Badr has quit in many fights. I don't want to say it like that, but I think he just when the tables turn, I feel like Badr has like a lot of problems turning it back. Rico versus Ngannou. I think Rico would knock out Ngannou. So yeah, I don't know what to say because, like, okay, Badr like Alistair can get hit on the chin and he can drop and he can go out for sure. But like the opposition that he will be fighting, like, are they even like good enough to do like to land or and land hard? Are they that good? I don't know. I don't think so. At the high level, yeah, but I don't know. What happened to Mike Goldberg? He left. Like he got cut by the UFC like I think 4 years ago, and then like he got cut by Bellator recently. And it is all over. Wow. I liked Mike Goldberg. I mean, I thought he was good. About to enjoy a New York strip steak with baked mac and cheese, broccoli, potatoes. Cheers, mate. My man, Trap MMA. You know what I mean? I'm over here cooking. I'm over here doing and that's what you tell me. Come on, man. All right, let's see the TikTokers, man. Let's see how these TikTokers are doing today. Who's fighting right now? Who win? Marvin Vettori. Oh, Deji's about to come out. Deji's fighting Vinny Hacker. I mean, honestly, guys, I should have been going live for the TikTok fight. Forget about the UFC, bro. TikTok versus YouTube, man. That's the event. That's the pay-per-view of today, man. When are we going to see Keenan with a black belt? Man, not anytime soon, man. Deji is walking out right now. I'm more excited for this fight than the Leon Diaz fight, honestly. Because I know, like, I don't know. It's just TikTok. Is that a EFL playing video? James, come on, man. Don't be a boomer. You know what it is. You know what it is. Also, O'Malley made Almeida look horrible. Yeah, Tiwa is going to be KO'd. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about that one just yet. I'll make a video talking about why both will win, but terrible, bro. How low the greats have fallen. Terrible. They were saying Sean O'Malley, Sean O my leg, MMA commentator undefeated. Sean O'Malley, dude. Look, oh man, what can I say about O'Malley? Everybody was like clowning him about like his loss to what's his name? Cheeto Vera. Holy cow! Everybody was like clowning him for like his loss to Cheeto Vera, but like as soon as Cheeto Vera got knocked out by what's his name? Aldo, they forget about Cheeto, and then like Sean O'Malley has like a knockout win, and everybody forgot about that. You know, everybody moved on. Yeah, you know, people are like the MMA fans are so like forgetful. You know, I don't even know how he deals with the highest pressure level. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like a lot of times, people don't really care about like the outside stuff. They just care about going into the fight and beating up this fighter in that ring in that moment, and everything else is just like an attachment to that fight. All right, Deji. Deji came out with that Mike Tyson towel, man. Have you been live for an hour yet? Because I was not really planning to be alive for that long right now. I feel kind of bad for Tony right now. I just don't see him becoming champion, bro. He it was very fortunate for him to even become the interim lightweight champion. I believe. I don't think he was ever going to become the undisputed champ. He was never going to be Habib, never. And I believe Conor would knock him out as well. So, yeah, there we go with that. And Justin Gaethje beat him already, so I don't know. He's a fan favorite, but face to face, Vinny Hacker, Deji Olatunji. Well, let's see it. Deji did come in a little bit heavier than I mean, by heavy I mean not in shape, like not shredded. It doesn't mean that he won't do well, obviously. Deji came forward, big left hook, big left straight. Southpaw Deji walking forward, backing up Vinny Hacker. Oh, slipped the left hook. Oh, left straight. Oh, Deji's gonna knock him out, bro. This kid is out of here. I hope Deji can put him to the mat. I hope Deji can drop him at least, so he can have a highlight. Ooh, big left hook as they were trading. Are you guys watching the TikTok MMA fight? TikTok YouTube fight? Deji's coming forward. He's putting the pressure on Vinny. Deji's gotta stand his ground a little bit more, not smother his work a little bit too much. Let the punches lead him. Oh, beautiful slip to the outside left down the pipe. I didn't even know Deji was a southpaw. Did he fight southpaw against Jake on the first time? Yeah, I'm giving Vinny 2 rounds max. I hope Deji can put him to the mat though. That's what will be very interesting. Oh, Deji's got to be a little bit more aware when they are breaking up the clinch. I mean, his hands were way down low and like Vinny just smacked him. Yeah, I would say 1-0 as well. Bro, you should make a collab with Key on Kimura. Um, it's hard, bro. Like collaborations, they're like, I don't know. There's something I don't know. They're not as easy to do for MMA videos than they are like for like old school, YouTubers. All right, Deji, he's looking good so far. If Vittoria wins in an alternate universe, Kamara will come up and take the strap away, so it's all good. Wakanda forever. Yes, sir. Nigerian power, baby. Boom. Slip to the outside, lead in with a left straight down the pipe. Vinny just ate it on the chin. Boom. That was a good cross. He needs to. I mean, yeah, he should keep his hands up, but like, then he shouldn't be throwing too much. He should walk forward and be a little bit more patient, and then just power shot him. He's throwing a little bit too much. But he's got to walk forward. Vinny's not going to knock him out, so. John Jones, he looks a bit fat for heavyweight. I would agree. I think genetically, he's never been a big guy. I mean, think about it. I mean, he was a left. I mean, he was a light heavyweight for his entire career, and he barely cut weight. So they're going at it. They just gotta follow that left straight up with the lead and uppercut, like Connor does. Pop in the left straight and then boom, or vice versa. Pop in the lead uppercut, come in with the left straight. Bell had a crazy fight yesterday, man. A guy named Nick with one arm. Yeah, I know Nick. Yeah, he fought against a non-disabled guy. It was a close fight. That's crazy, man. Like that they even allow him to fight. Respect, you know. Oh, big left hook by Vinny Hacker. Daddy is hurt, bro. Diego, I didn't want to say this or Daniel, but like at the end of the first round, it started to look like Deji was like kind of getting like a little bit tired. Luckily, it's only 2 minutes per round, so he's good. It looked like that like effectiveness just like shot out of his arms. Yeah, Deji, I mean like okay, like you pop in the left straight, but like throw like your right hand behind it as well with something. Deji's getting tired. Bro, if Vinyak like turns this around, bro. Oh my. Oh, Vinny tried to hook him and then his arm got tied into the rope. That's crazy. You know that happened to Larry Holmes when he fought Mike Tyson. He tried like throw an uppercut and like his arm got tangled up, and Tyson cracked him with the right hand and then just dropped him. Yeah, Deji's eating big shots, man. You think Usman will ever move up to fight Adesanya? No, not because they're friends, but like Usman would not beat Adesanya ever. Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson. That was one of the best fights I've seen, bro. That was one of the very big beatdowns that you can find in fighting. How long have we been live for? 1 hour and 17 minutes. I appreciate everybody for coming out to the stream. After this Deji fight is over and done with, I'll run off the stream and probably get off. Because I don't like to stream for long hours because I kind of feel like I don't have much else to say. And I don't want to bore you guys, you know. You guys can spend your time a little bit better. Boom. Luckily, Vinny Hacker has no power. Yeah, they're already fighting, bro. Deji's fighting Vinny Hacker. I remember when before I saw the slow-mo, I thought Holmes was bragging, but he was right. Yeah, he was actually, he got it tangled up. Something's wrong with Deji. Body shot? He took a knee. And Deji, I mean, one thing about Deji, he doesn't have heart. He's very meek. He's very weak. He's very weak-minded, you know. From what I assume. Go for broke, Deji. Why do I feel like the right hook can land? Are you pushing? Pop the left straight. Follow it up with a right hook. I mean, he's throwing one shot at a time like he's like Deontay Wilder or something. He's tired, bro. You can see. He's already like leaning in. He's pushing his shots, bro. Vinny's gonna probably stop him in the next 2 rounds. Standing 8 count. Deji's. Deji, he did not come in weight. He did not come in shape. Deji got TKO'd? How? Hold on, I didn't see it. I'm gonna say something. I said Vinny's gonna win. Listen, dog. One thing about boxing, size and reach, they really matter, bro. Like, look at Floyd Mayweather, bro. He literally had a hard time finding the range, finding his shots, and even when he landed, he didn't really hurt Logan, you know. So size, reach, weight, how much you're in shape, it all matters, bro. And then talk about skill. You know, conditioning beats skill any day of the week if skill doesn't have conditioning. That's just what it is. That's something that like Carl Froch said one time, and that's very true. Very, 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 very true. Carl Froch, he was never the prettiest fighter. He was never the slickest fighter. He was never any of that. But the guy was always shredded, always conditioned, always very tough, and he would slug and come out on top. I feel like they're just gonna cry, bro. Deji, bro, he gassed out 1 round in. He gassed out. I saw it already. Like, don't cry, bro. It's I don't know. I don't want to be too brutal, but I've been following Deji and stuff like that. But how do you come in fat? How do you come in out of shape? How do you do that? He's literally a millionaire, right? You would assume that he can like find a nutritionist that would cook for him and do everything like that. You know, give him his food on a silver platter, basically. And he just has to stick to his training, and the pounds will shut up, and he will be in tip-top shape. He didn't do either of it. So yeah, 2 fights, 2 losses by TKO. What can I say? Um, I appreciate everybody for coming out today. It was a good stream. I look good. I feel good. It was a good stream, and I thank you all for coming in. It was very sad what happened to Deji, but it is what it is. I'm not surprised, and yeah, I'll see you guys after the fights. I'll probably do a post-fight recap for Adesanya, and yeah, I'll see you guys then.